Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me?
Good evening and welcome to the gymnasium on the campus of North Mason High School in Belfair for tonight's Olympic League High School boys basketball matchup pitting the North Mason Bulldogs and the Klahowya Eagles. I'm Dietrich Allen. Tonight we have two teams that are struggling in league play, both without an Olympic League win. Klahowya 0-6, North Mason 0-7. The Eagles have dropped their last 6 games, most recently Tuesday night when they were thumped at Olympic. The Bulldogs also last played Tuesday night and lost at Kingston after picking up their third win 2 weeks ago in Oakville. So far this season, Klahowya is giving up over 79 points a game, while North Mason is allowing nearly 60. Well, the Eagles finally put together a complete game and end their losing streak, or will the Bulldogs stay focused and get back to winning? One of these teams will pick up their first Olympic League win tonight. Who will it be? We'll find out in moments. It's boys high school basketball. Klahowya at North Mason next on MasonWebTV.com. Coming up, we'll talk with the Bulldogs coach, Steve Hackett.
Vehicle collisions are the #1 killer of teens in the U.S., taking 8 young lives every day. And speeding is a factor in more than half of teen fatal car crashes, but we can prevent these tragedies. Talk with your teen about staying safe behind the wheel. Remind them to follow the speed limit and adjust their driving for road conditions. Keep the conversation going and be the driver you want your teen to be. It's not just good parenting. It's a matter of life or death.
Remember adventure? We do. The adventure begins at explorerhoodcanal.com.
And we're back at the North Mason High School. Had an opportunity to speak with Bulldogs coach Steve Hackett.
I want to go back a couple of weeks and talk a little bit about Oakville. Road trip, kind of a little bit more than I expected that you guys would handle.
Yeah, actually, they played a heck of a first half. It's a long road trip, and we didn't show up ready to go. We gave up 40 in the first half. That can never be acceptable. Went in and really just challenged them. They had those 2 guys scoring all their points, and we challenged Hunter Holman and Matt Becker just to go lock them up. And the guy had 16 in the first half, and then he had 2 in the second. Holman did a hell of a job, just locked him up, so that was nice.
And there was a little bit of exchange. We won't get into details, but there was... I saw a couple times when the referees were talking to players, and that's what you want on the court.
Yeah, well, you don't want. You want the referee to clean it up right away and hopefully get a handle on it. It got a little out of hand there at times. Luckily, I was really proud of our guys. They stayed within realm. They didn't get out of league, out of character. They didn't do anything bad there. That's just too bad to see. You don't want to see the game disrespected, but it worked out. We battled through and came out with victory.
Now let's talk about Tuesday night. Kingston. Looked like a pretty bad first quarter.
Pretty bad is a very good compliment. Thank you. Yeah, the first half, we put up 10 in the first half. We only gave up 20 defensively, so we're happy there. They were playing really hard on defense, and we just couldn't get it going offensively. And, it starts with me. Everything starts at the top and works down. And, their coach did a heck of a job. He was prepared. He was at our Olympic game. He knew all of our hitters, and they were really shutting Duckworth down. And it was on me to not get them going better. And hopefully we made some adjustments, and that won't happen again.
Well, even with that, I noticed that you're playing with these the higher-ups in your league.
Yeah, we're not the punching bag anymore, which is nice because that game gets old really quick. You're down 30 at halftime doing the come on, chip away speech. You don't want to do that. Olympic, we were down 2 with 2 minutes right there. There was a chance for us to tie the game or go up by 1 and then end up being in charge. We're right there with them. We've had some with North Kitsap. We were down 2. We've talked about it before. At 2 minutes, we just got to finish. So hopefully tonight we can finish for sure.
Now let's talk about Klahowya a little bit. They're kind of the same boat you are, at least record-wise. Let's not talk about their I haven't seen them, so I don't know what their ability is.
Yeah.
But what do you expect out of them?
Well, they started the season running this thing called the system. They wanted to shoot it every 4 to 7 seconds. They were going to get a ton of shots off, and they did it for a couple games. And for some reason it didn't work out with the players, and so they changed it. Now they're kind of back to the Klahowya of old with their offensive and defensive sets that we're more accustomed to. So I expect us to go out there and be strong. I always tell the guys, it doesn't matter who we're playing. If we don't do our job, it's not going to matter. But hopefully we get our offense on track, and our defense has been playing good enough to win ball games. So if we get our offense rolling, we should have a heck of a lot of fun tonight.
When you look at the past, I know you look at you get film and you look at them and you scout them.
Yeah.
But do you look at the results of teams that you played against the teams that they played? Because I noticed that Bremerton almost got a century mark there.
And I hate that because I always tell the guys not to, but you obviously do. It's human nature. You go, oh, well, we were within 5 on them, and they, beat them by 50, so we should win. Well, it doesn't always work that way. You still got to go play the game. But yeah, you look at it, you try to see. I always check the box scores and see because it's not as easy to get film around here. But you always look at it and definitely see what's going on.
Okay, now for your team, everybody healthy tonight?
Everybody's healthy. Zach Marks has 1 more week on a suspension, and he'll be back. But everybody else should be ready to go. Oh, I guess Dalton Geyer, he's been kind of swinging for us. He has a hip flexor, so he's got a Percy Harvin deal going on. So we'll get him back as soon as we can, hopefully.
All right, well, good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks for having us on. Go Dogs.
And welcome back to the North Mason High School Gymnasium. Klahowya North Mason Boys High School basketball on this court just a few moments from now. Starting lineups for both teams. Start out with the visiting Klahowya Eagles. Jacob Gottschall, he's a 5'10 junior. Nate Hugh, a 6-foot sophomore. Ricky Holguin, a 6-foot junior. Connor Schnewitt, a 6'1 junior. And Mitchell Kanucky, a 6'4 senior. For the Bulldogs, they'll start out with Matt Duckworth, a 6-foot senior guard. Devontae Davenport, a 5'10 junior guard. Daniel Bergraff, a 6'3 junior forward. Matt Becker, a 5'10 sophomore guard, and getting the starting nod tonight for the Bulldogs. And then the big man will be Nick Vatour, 6'1 junior forward. So that's Gottschall, Haug, Holguin, Schnewitt, and Kanicki for the Eagles. Duckworth, Davenport, Bergraff, Becker, and Vatour for the Bulldogs. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the tip-off of this game. Olympic League Boys High School Basketball next here on MasonWebTV.com. Just a couple of minutes from now.
Attention singers, musicians, and all types of bands. Would you like to get some exposure? Not that type of exposure.
Get out.
Wrong again. How would you like to have your music featured on Mason Web TV? We play music before our webcasts and also at halftime of our sporting events. All you have to do is send an MP3 of your original music to music@MasonWebTV.com and we'll add it to our programming. The Bieber did it via the internet. Why can't you? That's music@MasonWebTV.com.
And we're back at Bulldog Gymnasium, North Mason Gymnasium, for a start of this Olympic League basketball contest between North Mason and Klahowya. Klahowya in the road green, and the Bulldogs in their home white. It'll be Bergraff and Nucky meeting in center court to get this thing underway. See if this game is as spirited as the JV contest earlier tonight. It almost came down to the wire. And the ball is up, and Burgraff will tip it, and Duckworth will let it go out of bounds. So that'll go over to the, they're going to say it goes over to the, should go over to the Eagles. It's a matter of discussing what's going on here. And we'll re-jump it. So let's start this thing over again, I guess. Reset. Mulligan, you could say? Now we'll find it. So Burgraff and Nucky will step into the center court again, circle again, and then the ball is tapped out of bounds. This time the opposite side. That one they're going to go and give it to the Bulldogs to start the game. We played 4 seconds, and yet there really hasn't been much offense. So Burgraff will inbounds it to Becker in backcourt, and Bulldogs have the first possession in this rivalry game between the teams that have yet to win. Down to Vatour, shuffles it over to Davenport. His shot goes off, and the rebound goes to Burgraff. He'll put it up and in, and the Bulldogs strike first. Nucky with the jumper, that's off. Rebound goes to Duckworth, and here come the Bulldogs. That's Davenport. Cross court it goes to Becker. Up top to Duckworth. Duckworth for three. Yes! 5-0 lead early on. Bulldogs up. Klahowya with the ball. That is Gottschall. Swing it over, and it's Holdwin. Over it comes to the near side, and Schnewitt jumper falls off. Rebound goes to Burgraff. Here comes Becker the other way for the Bulldogs. Top of the key. Shuffles it over, looking for Duckworth. Stopped, and throw it up top to Davenport. Davenport trying to get it over to Duckworth. It goes to Becker instead. And the Bulldogs will set the play with 6:45 to go here in the first quarter. 5-0. The high post feed deflected and stolen away. And here come the Eagles the other way. And missing the shot was Holdwin. And a whistle. That'll go on the Bulldogs, I believe. Goes on Burgraff, that's his first. Baseline inbounds for the Eagles. Holdwin will trigger the play to the right of the backboard into the corner. And it goes to Hull. He'll drive baseline up to the foul line is Holdwin. His shot fell off. A rebound got it himself and is deflected on the outbound. Up it goes to Hugh. Hugh to the hoop, puts it up and in the foul. Davenport picked up his first. Second team foul on the Bulldogs. 5-2 now is the score. Nate Hugh, that is, at the line for possible three-point play. Short on the free throw. Rebound goes to Burgraff. They get it to Davenport. And here come the Bulldogs. Davenport between the circles. Goes over to Duckworth. Duckworth for three. No, off the back of the iron, and the rebound that goes to Gottschall. He'll throw it all the way up to the front court. And a traveling call is on Schnewitt. 4 substitutions up off the Eagle bench. You've got Austin Wischhofer. He's in there. Ryan Gottschall is in there. Let's see, who else is in there? Let's see, here we have Kendall Kitts. So to round out that Klahowya lineup here in a minute. Now near steal by Schnewitt. Duckworth for three. Missed it. Vatour with the rebound. Puts on the floor. Whacked and fell. No call. And recovery goes to Landrum, who's also in there for the Eagles. 5-2 is our score. Eagles back quickly the other way. And it's Wischhofer to Kitts. Kitts will get it over to the far side, driving to the box and putting it up and in was Ryan Gottschall. 1 point lead for North Mason. 5-4. Bulldogs coming right back. Davenport with them on the far side. Cross court it goes to Becker. Becker fakes the three in the corner, drives the box, puts it up, missed it, and a foul is called. Jared Landrum picked up his first. At the line for 2 free throws is Matt Becker. 5:12 to go here in the first quarter. 5-4 North Mason leads. Make it 6-4. Matt Boca steps onto the court for the Bulldogs, sitting down Vautour. Boca 6'3". He's a junior. Becker will have another free throw for North Mason. Up and in. Make it 7-4. North Mason on top. Klahowya with the ball. 5 minutes, 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Into the corner it goes. That's Snewitt. He'll take a three. Miss it. Rebound. Going out of bounds. That'll go off of Wishofer. And that's a Bulldog ball. Under 5 minutes to go in the first. 3-point lead for North Mason. Comes to Becker. High post feed to Berggraf, out to Davenport. Davenport steps back for a long two that's off. Rebound goes to the Eagles. And it was Kitts with it. And again, the rebound. And here comes Gutschall the other way. Over to Kitts. Kitts for three. Nope. Rebound off. And the rebound goes to Snewitt. Snewitt drives baseline. Reverse layup comes up short. And Berggraf comes over the rebound. And here comes Becker the other way for North Mason. Becker between the circles. Throws it over to Davenport. Davenport working the far side. Cross-court pass to Becker down to Boca. Boca up and in the foul. So Matt Boca at the line for a possible three-point play. Boca hit the free throw. And 5 substitutes up off the Eagle bench. Got Dustin Brewer in there. Let's see here. Hoagland returns. Jacob Gutschall returns. Nucky returns. And so does,